Chris Gore is back in his regular DV Tuesday time slot, and he's got sharks, monsters, and homicidal playthings with him. Interesting. Plus, there's something therapeutic about firing a catapult. At least that's what Brendan says, but then again, he also told us that beer was medicinal, so, yeah. And finally, we have the default friend, ladies and gentlemen. Tom of MySpace tells us about the trials and tribulations of being so damn popular. Now, please, turn off your cell phones and pagers, because it's attack of the show!
Pick up on this.
Woohoo! Yeah! I'm all alone here. And a little excitement from the couch, maybe? No? Anybody?
Yeah!
There we go. Brendan's with me. Brendan's helping out. Peter, you don't want to throw the finger in the air?
I'm ready to pump it up.
See? Yeah, like ninja style.
Totally.
Yeah, is the audience thoroughly pumped up? That's a ninja joke. Never mind. Welcome to the show, everybody. Attack of the Show. Joined by Peter Rojas from Engadget. You are our guest host for the week.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. Anything interesting on the old website today?
You know, there's a few things. There was this crazy Russian guy who figured out a way to DJ with cassette decks.
To actually mix with
yeah,
two
he's mixing,
cassette decks?
he's scratching, sorta.
All right, we'll buy that. Is that something like he's making a consumer product, or this is like a one-off?
I think this is one of those, like, he was in the garage for a few years.
Gotcha, I'll buy that. Speaking of being in the garage for a few years, my friends, Sarah and Brendan, how you guys doing today?
Good.
Well, Brendan was actually just going to read a passage from the Art of the Catapult book to me.
I was just leafing through this, and if you notice on the cover, we can't get a shot. We'll get a shot later, but it's got a guy's head being flung on the cover.
Because that can also be catapulted.
Heads can also be used.
You're mad at somebody, you want to make a statement, cut off their head and catapult it around.
I think that cutting off the head is enough of a statement for most people, Sarah, but if you want to really launch it into town,
Well, you want to take
cool.
it a step further.
I guess.
Walk on the wild side, Kev.
All right, interesting. Good read, Brendan.
Yeah.
See what I have to deal with? You see this? This is what I have to put up with.
Heads are gonna
Catapulted
roll.
Heads. It's going to happen. They're going to fly through the air. All right. Something cool to show off. You're a gadget guy.
Absolutely.
So I thought you might be into these. These are the Bluetooth iPhono. Here they are. You see these bad boys? These are Bluetooth headphones here. Do you mind being a little bit of a model? I mean, I hate to do that to you.
Let's try them.
But this is the most important part. This is the iPhono BT420s. And how do they feel, first of all? Because I thought they were okay.
They fit all right, but there's something completely annoying about this thing on the back.
The neck strap on the back, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at them, they're a little big. They're a little on the bulky side. Granted, they do have to fit, the Bluetooth antenna. They have to fit the microphone and everything else in them. But they're serviceable. So these are Bluetooth headphones. You can listen to your music wirelessly, which is nice. Now, I don't know. Do you think these are catching on yet? Do you think?
There are actually a few really minor MP3 players that have Bluetooth built in, but until like the Ipod gets it, or the creative players get it, or the iRivers, it's really going to be a niche thing.
Well, that's one of the pluses about this thing, I think, because the iPhone comes with this little breakout box here. It's not as convenient or elegant or sexy as having it built into the iPod itself, but you press a button, you compare this little breakout box with the headphones, and now your iPod essentially has Bluetooth, which is nice.
You can keep it in your bag. You don't have any wires.
Exactly, or keep it in the locker at the gym while you're on the elliptical. That's what Brendan likes to do. I think it makes him look like a woman. But what's really nice is that it also has this little bad boy here. I'm going to unfold it. This is the microphone. So if you're listening to your music on your iPod and your phone supports it, the moment you get a phone call, it'll automatically switch from music to cell phone.
So you're pairing it with both.
Exactly. It pairs with multiple devices. Rip out the boom mic. You can talk. You're good to go. 6 hours of music, 8 hours if you're just using it for talk.
How's the sound quality?
Sound quality is not bad. I mean, they're kind of light headphones for $249. I'd like a little bit more bass, but there you have it.
They look like they're gonna like crumble in my hands.
They probably will, and you have hulking hands, so
Exactly.
even just staring at it, you might break them. To be honest, Delicious is one word to describe the headphones. It's also a social bookmarking website. Have you ever used the Delicious?
Yeah, I've checked it out. It's definitely catching on. It's one of these sites that people can bookmark stuff, and then you can find out what other people are bookmarking.
Right.
And you actually tag the stuff that you're bookmarking, so you can say, oh, well, this is about, this thing is about this other thing, and it's about people creating their own sort of system for organizing information on the web.
Right. They're not just saying here's a website. They're saying, well, here's a brief description and here's some categories that it might fit into. Those are the tags.
Yeah, like
right?
you would say, like, this is a weblog about gadgets.
Exactly.
To describe my site.
Sure, as if the URL didn't do it, I guess. But what's nice is that they've added another new feature now. people are all about the podcasting, which is essentially MP3s wrapped in an enclosure inside of an RSS feed, which in layman's terms means that you can automatically, easily download it and put it on your media player. So now what Delicious has done is that they've added system tags for MP3 files, WAV files, WMV, AVI, you name it. And it also, of course, supports tags, because that's what Delicious is all about.
Yeah, and it reminds me of what Flickr was doing with photos, where you could tag your photos, and then you could find every photo of the Eiffel Tower, because it had been tagged with the words Eiffel and Tower by the people who took them.
And then you also find a picture of a drunk frat guy in a superhero cape whose nickname is Eiffel Tower, which that's the problem with the tags. They have to rely on the people that are putting them in.
Yeah, I mean, there is a potential for abuse there, and I'm sure the spammers are going to be onto this.
Sure, in no time. I've actually re-tagged my entire Avril Lavigne collection to say Metallica. But what's cool is that you go to Delicious, you can add these RSS feeds in, you can even add the tags, so I can say, hey, I want only MP3s that are mashups, or only MP3s that are country or rock or whatever, and hopefully people keep the system working and clean, and somehow they police it.
And so with the RSS, they're automatically pulling down the stuff.
Exactly. Don't think about it. You wake up the next day and you have a new music library. Okay. Not bad. And finally, I believe this is the reason the internet was created. It's sites like this. Engadget is a wonderful site. I know you guys get
It's not bad. You guys
do what, 300-400 hits a day?
On a good day.
On a good day, right. If it's a big news day, you guys are pulling in some traffic.
New iPod news.
Make $1 or $2 off some Google ads. This website isn't going to make a single dime, but I appreciate it nonetheless. It's dieiscast.com. I like going to Vegas, and what I enjoy the most are the carpet swatches. And now, I don't even have to spend money on the ticket to Sin City, because look at that, I want to see the MGM Lion. Bam, it's right there.
You just saved a ton of money.
Right? By switching to the internet. And there it is, this is the Las Vegas right here.
Kevin, this seems like a gem of the internet to me.
Well,
hardcore.
What I find with the gems mostly is that they're a little lackluster.
I saw the one that I threw up on last week, actually. It's the one, the Palms.
The Palms.
Yeah.
Where's the Palms?
I don't know if you can see the stain
why
anymore.
Why do even the nice hotels have crappy carpet? Is it because they think people are going to spill stuff and throw up on them so much?
That is a good question.
I think they're trying to get you to look at the casino. Like the gambling stuff.
Have you heard stories about how they design the color and they design the swatches and the patterns to lead you? And
supposedly red makes you want to spend money.
Well, here's the wind carpet right here. And that's pretty red and gaudy to me. And this is a brand new hotel. Like, they could have hired an interior designer, not a blind dude with a paintbrush. But there you go. It's 6 pages, all of carpet swatches from Vegas. That is actually a gem of the internet. I'm sorry.
It is.
It totally is.
Thanks for scooping me.
I'm sorry. I'll give you something for next week.
What kind of teamwork is this?
There's no team.
That's cool.
There's no Sarah in team.
That's
all right. We're taking your calls about gadgets today. Ask Peter anything you want. Anything about questions of things that light up or buzz or vibrate, etc. Number is 800-839-7880. Email us at g4t.com/askaots. And of course, they can chat with us as well. Isn't that convenient?
It's very convenient.
You can point their browsers to chat.g4tv.com. Now, take my advice, folks. Stick around, because damn, Sarah has a damn good download to help you on your damn computer. Damn it. Take that, Deadwood, huh? There's a lot of cursing there. And there's probably a law against this, but ignorance is bliss. Fun with catapults coming up next.
Attack of the show, baby.
On this show, we celebrate modern technology, but it's nice to go back and pay tribute to a more classic invention, especially when they can launch heavy and dangerous things into the air. I'm here in the woods of Minnesota, and with the hockey season canceled this year, people are looking for other ways to pass the time, like building replicas of medieval catapults. Hit it! Very good.
Technically, it's called a trebuchet. This would be 10 stories high. If you're inside a castle and you see that the besieging army is coming up to you and they're building this humongous catapult, it takes months. So you have ample time to sit there and think about, geez, I'm going to really get my ass kicked here. Can I say that? It is kind of an odd pastime. The first time I remember really thinking about catapults, I was watching a television show called Northern Exposure. I didn't really care about the show that much, but one episode, the characters built this giant trebuchet, and the guy would fling pianos with it. And I don't know, once in a while you have this epiphany, something just strikes you, wow, that is really cool. I can understand it fully, and I could probably build it. Where'd it go?
It hit that far tree.
Oh, good.
You see that?
This is a lot of fun.
The trebuchet uses a counterweight. It It's gravity operated. In the olden days, they would have men and horses and so forth pull down, and once it was in the firing position, they would simply cut the cord, let it go, and it would throw whatever it was going to throw in direction. This is a frame. As you'll notice on this frame, we made this without the use of any metal fasteners. This is constructed as a medieval trebuchet was constructed, with wooden joints called mortise and tenon joints, and they're pegged together with wooden dowels. It's very solid construction. It's really a piece of furniture. I'm very proud of it. I made a list one time of everything that was recorded as being thrown by Catapult. And they did actually throw diseased cattle. Other things they threw were hornets' nests, baskets of venomous snakes. They would catapult the heads of captured messengers with the document that the person was supposed to deliver stuffed in their mouth. Very good.
Now, the other good reason to build your own catapult is you get to light stuff on fire and then see how far it flies. Pretty good dousing here. Sock is fully engulfed. Bill, on my signal, unleash hell. Now. Uh-oh.
That's okay, just leave it.
So it went up into the tree branch and hung there across the field. Bill, I'd say you have a fine catapult on your hands.
Well,
good aim. That's just about the coolest thing I've ever seen. The tree was on fire.
Yeah.
The tree was on fire. I thought it was really on fire, so I ran and what I did is I took the flaming torch and I tried to knock the flaming baseball out of the tree with the flaming torch.
Very smart, very smart.
Yeah.
It's always good when you're at night and playing with fire and a trebuchet to say, uh-oh, because when you hear that, you know interesting television is being made.
Right. Anyway, Bill Gerstel, the guy you saw in the package, writes books on these. And it's called The Art of the Catapult, among other things. Bill himself, Kevin, will be here tomorrow.
Is he launching stuff?
He is going to have a potato gun. I like to call it a potato cannon.
Right, makes it sound more manly.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with spuds.
We've got a target ready. Everything's going to, going according to plan, and we're going to fire off some potato guns.
How'd you convince Peter to stand there for it? I mean,
yeah, he doesn't know that yet, actually.
Oh, all right. Well,
sorry, Pete.
Hey, all right. Now here's a damn good download because Sarah's all about helping you, but me, no, she's all about slashing my tires for some reason. Good piece.
All right, Peter, are you ready for your first damn good download?
I'm ready to rock.
Before we get started, today our topic is audio editing, and I found a really cool free program for audio editing. But do you use audio editing for anything?
Yeah, we actually do. We use a software program called Audacity for the Engadget podcast.
Audacity, which is well-known, open source, free program, pretty easy to use.
Yep.
So you just use a mic or whatever, get it into the computer, save it however you want.
Basically, we would have a couple mics, a mixer, and just recording it straight into the PC. You hit record, and then you just start talking, and that's how you do your podcast.
Send it off however you like.
Simple as that.
So this download would be very similar. This is called Wavepad. I'm using a free version, although there is a fuller, robust version. You can do a little bit more complicated stuff. But what I did was I just made an audio file, just with a built-in computer here on my laptop, and I had a bunch of stuff because I forgot that I was recording before I actually said something, and at some point I, did a little. So anyway, so here's my, there's my audio. What I want to do is I want to cut out all the beginning stuff, so I can do that really easily, just highlight and delete. Of course, you can use the trim feature as well. And then it has some kind of fun, cool effects, like if I wanted to, give it an echo or something like that, and give it a preview. That's kind of fun. And what's kind of nice about it is that... That's not annoying, is it?
I want that on an endless loop.
You like that? You like that a lot? I do too. I like it. The people around the office don't like it quite as much. What's really nice though is if you want to save the file as something, it's going to automatically say, oh, you probably want it as a WAV file, but you can do WAV, MP3, OGG, Windows Media, AAC. We've even got a Vox. What did you say the Vox was? The lossless?
Oh, FLAC is a lossless codec.
So you can pretty much do whatever you want, and like Audacity, it is you can completely sweeten your audio. You can change the channels, or not change the channels, but you can make it mono, stereo, all that good stuff.
It looks pretty intuitive.
It's very intuitive, and one of the questions that Kevin asked me beforehand was like, well, Audacity is open source, why would you want to do this? Well, this is sort of it's a very Windows-looking interface. So sometimes, if it's free, if two things are free, you might as well just pick the one that you like better.
Yeah,
and I had never heard of Wavepad till recently, so why not give it a try, right?
You just have to find the one that suits you best.
Find the one that suits you best. I like this guy. I kind of like the interface a little bit better because, again, I'm a Windows person. So it's free and it's awesome, and you can find it at g4tv.com/the Sarah Lane Files. If you want the link, it's called Wavepad. Kevin only wishes he had a link like mine. The Kevin Prayer Files doesn't exist. Now, you didn't think we wasted all of our good stuff this early. No, silly. Chris Gore is back because we know you all missed him, and because it's also DVD Tuesday, and he's a best friend to you and about 10,000 other people, too. He's Tom from MySpace, and he's here in our space.
Now, we know you pride yourself on being completely friendless, so it must bother you that MySpace.com gives you one automatically. Well, we thought you might as well meet the guy since he is one of your friends. Welcome to the show, Tom. How you doing?
Good to meet you.
You're the default guy. Whenever anybody makes a MySpace account, you are their friend, and it's you smiling, looking back at them, reassuring them that they're not alone on this planet.
Right.
How did you get that gig?
Well, I'm the founder and one of the founders and president of MySpace.
Oh, okay. So
the rumors you heard were not true.
Okay, good, because that's bad, and I don't think it's legal in California anyway. So, but that's amazing. So this is your site, and you decided, hey, you know what? When someone signs up, they should have my face on their page, right?
Well, originally, the way it works, everyone's got to be networked together, and sort of as a way to get things going. If you came in, you didn't have anybody, you wouldn't see anybody, so we added me as a friend to everyone, just so that when you came in, you could see everybody on the site.
Problem solved. And you're now the most popular guy on the internet, probably.
Then I found there was many other good things about that little, decision,
so
he never took me off.
What are the good residuals that come from that? Because I know, I know a lot of guys out there that use MySpace solely as like a tool for stalking and for meeting potential dates on the weekends. I mean, has this helped you in your personal life as well?
Yes, definitely. Of course that happened, but there's real good things.
I don't see how it could get any better than that, Tom. Business is one thing, but pleasure is what it's about. How has it actually helped you guys?
It's helped our business because people can write to me and tell me instantly what they like about the site, what's going wrong, when things break. So it's kind of like getting rid of that whole feedback loop of customer service and focus groups. We don't need any of that.
Right. Just talk to Tom. He's one of your friends.
Right,
Shoot him a mail, right?
Yeah.
Now, how did the site actually get started? Because there was Friendster, and there were other sites that were all about social networking and so on and so forth. You guys, it sort of came out of nowhere and just demolished all the competition. How did that happen?
Yeah, so around the summer of 2003, I was looking at Friendster and Zanga and LiveJournal and all these sites and just thinking that somebody needs to bring it all together. They kind of just had a limited focus, Friendster did. And that was part of why we had me as a friend first, because everybody was on Friendster. We didn't think that we'd ever catch up to them if we didn't do something to get people on the site right away and have something to do. So I just kind of saw what was out there and said, hey, let's do it. Got a couple people together. And
it's just been steamrolling ever since, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how many people are you actually friends with right now at this point? I mean, do you have any sort of account?
There's 19 million people on the site, and I think about 17 million are on my list.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Now, so back to the hooking up thing, because I think this is a big deal. Because I'm curious, are you aware that people are doing this with the site? Like, did you think people would be crawling it in such a way? Or
yeah. I think it's kind of like, dating sites are not okay for people under 25, and since you can do a lot of things on MySpace, it makes it okay. So, of course, there's a lot of dating going on, but because there's other things going on, that people aren't ashamed to use it for that reason, I think.
And you even coordinate parties. Or is it you coordinating them, or is it the fans of MySpace? I've just heard about MySpace parties, and there's craziness and mayonnaise and buffaloes involved somehow. How do the MySpace parties come about?
Well, sometimes just people on the site just put their own parties together because it's such an easy way to do it. A lot of promoters now use MySpace as their primary tool to start new clubs or club nights. I put on some in the beginning, and then I started working with promoters because I just can't do that myself. So I'll usually find like a guy in a local area that's got something going on and take his advice and put parties together that way.
Very nice. Can you maybe potentially put together an HTML 101 course? Because I noticed a lot of the MySpace pages have like 4 videos loading and animated GIFs in the background and then a MIDI file on top of that. And,
Right.
You know, I mean, you give these people the power, but some people don't deserve it. Do you agree or disagree with that? I
Yeah,
mean,
it can get pretty ugly out there.
it definitely can. So what's the future for MySpace? Where are you going from here?
Well, I see it more as a portal. Everyone that's working sort of has that idea, so we don't want to just be a friend site or a social networking site,
Right.
which is sort of how we've been categorized. I mean, just yesterday, the media metrics numbers came out. We passed Google and Hotmail in terms of traffic for,
Wow.
it's that big. So, I see Yahoo and MSN and AOL as our competitors, not, these sort of smaller sites off in the corner.
Very nice. And I guarantee you have more friends than Yahoo.
Yes.
I can guarantee that. Tom, thanks for coming on the
All
show.
right.
We appreciate it. Best of luck with
Thanks a lot.
MySpace. All right, if you'd like to learn more about MySpace, and if you, of course, want to be friends with Tom, then pop on over to myspace.com and become a member. It's free. All right. You have 2 minutes to check your eBay auctions, but come right back because the feed spent all last night discovering planets and exploiting software flaws and, busting drug dealers just for you. Just for you. And next, Brendan and I are going to shoot each other. Seriously, I'm actually surprised we lasted this long, but someone's going to get shot.
It's a good thing you came back because, honestly, everything else has been warming up to this.
Yeah, this very moment, yes.
DVD Tuesday says, here's to swimming with bow-legged women, Kevin, which is a
That's an odd saying.
movie reference.
Oh, is it?
See
Okay.
if you can guess which one.
All right. And where else can the deformed freaks of your toy chest earn you money? Only on It Came From eBay. If I seem a little awkward right now, it's because of what's about to happen. Go ahead, Brendan.
Kevin is nervous, and rightly so. These are toy guns. They're called Shocking Laser Tag. They're from a company called Shocking Fun. And Kevin,
Because shocking is so much fun.
it's more anxiety enhancing.
Oh,
than anything
really?
else. It makes your blood pressure go through.
Oh, no, I'm cool. I'm cool.
So
Whatever.
I want to kind of demonstrate how they work and what they do. So Kevin, I want you to put on your Shocking Laser Tag harness.
Is this the company that makes the same one where it's like you got the roulette?
The Shocking roulette, and
I
they're
hate this
both they
company.
shock you.
I hate this company.
So what happens is, put it down for a second. Kevin puts on his little shocking thing. You'll see I'm also wearing one as well. You have to set the dials. You turn them on. We've already done all that. You need to hit reset, fire away, and now I'm loaded.
All right.
Kevin, do the same for me.
Hit
I'm going to
reset.
put my gun. Hit reset. Shoot
Done.
me. No. Hit reset. And
I hit
then,
reset.
And then fire away.
And fire away.
Okay. Now we're ready to go. Kevin, to demonstrate a little bit better, I want you to go over there.
I don't want
by
to
the
go over
couch.
there, Brandon. I really
Kevin,
don't
go
want
by the couch.
All right.
I've got a load of women. Kevin, turn around for a second. I want to show you something.
No.
And Kevin and I are going to get a little demonstration here. Kevin, to be fair, I want you to turn around and I want you to shoot me. I want the people at home to see how well this works. It's fair. I'm holding my gun.
All right.
Shoot me. See? As Kevin has just demonstrated, it really hurts because it shocks my hand. So Kevin, what I want you to do is take this like a man.
Dude, I'm all man. Whatever. Dude, it sucks. I hate this segment.
Now, I was thinking, Kevin, we could have some sort of a draw or a duel or something like that. Would you be into that?
Yes, that sounds like so much fun.
All right, so somebody off camera, Sarah, Pete, if you're listening, I'm going to turn around and we're going to hold. I want you to hold your weapon down like this.
Down.
When someone says 3, 2, 1, fire, we're going to turn around and we're going to try.
Hey!
We're going to try and shoot each other.
All right.
Are you ready?
All right.
All
So
right,
are we
Sarah?
turning on one or are we turning on fire?
No, we're turning on 3. Let's a duel.
3, 2.
Listen to direction, Kevin. That I'll do that again.
So it's 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Turn and fire.
3, 2, 1, fire.
On fire you go.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready? Make sure he's not turning around.
He's not.
Okay.
I'm there. I'm
Okay, everybody
legit.
Be
Hold on.
mature about this.
Let's just get the shocking over
In
with.
3, 2, 1, fire!
You didn't even. Come here.
No.
You know what?
What? I was there. I turned around. I shot the gun. I didn't get shocked.
Hey, Kevin. It's okay. It's okay. Kids, this is not a children's toy. It's $40. There are links in our show notes.
Don't play it. It's evil. It'll hurt. You
won't be able to reproduce.
There we go. There we go.
It hurts down there. Why? It shocked my hand. Sarah has taken her position. Sarah, the beanbag is tickling. Please get this away from me. Go to the feed.
What's happening around here? On to the feed now. Users of Adobe programs like Photoshop CS, Creative Suite 1.0, and Premiere Pro 1.5, we have good news and we have bad news. The bad news, a flaw in these programs exposes you to severe hacker attacks. The good news, Adobe security monitoring company Secunia can finally use the moderately critical alert level they've been dying to use. What color is that, by the way? Don't remember. In a security advisory posted on their website, Adobe warns that a component used for product activation can lead to an unauthorized person gaining access to the user's computer. A security patch is now being issued to fix the flaw. Systems running Photoshop CS2 or Creative Suite CS2 are not exposed, so that's good news for them. Moving on, while Nintendo plays coy about the Revolution's ability to download old NES games, Sega has just announced an online community in Japan called Sega Link. This allows users to download old 16-bit Genesis titles for a small daily rental fee. How small? Well, for most games, about 120 yen, which is about $1.12 for 24 hours worth of game time. Gamers pay for the service with electronic funds called Sega Cash, which can be purchased in increments between 1,000, which is about $9, and 10,000, which is about $93. But be warned, the exchange rate on Sega Cash is murder. What can we say? The Sonic is just really weak now, next to the Euro. Of course, news is meant to remind you that paying for old ROMs is much preferable to going to a website and downloading them for free, right? At least that's what it's supposed to do. Woo! Get ready to battle your evil doppelganger. Or your exact duplicate except with gills. Or an alternate version of yourself who didn't get dumped by Tiffany right before the prom and is now rich and powerful. What can we say? The possibilities are endless because astronomers have discovered the most Earth-like extrasolar planet ever. Well, not exactly a second Earth. This new planet orbits a star called Gliese 876 and is the first rocky planet outside of Earth to be found around another star. Stephen Vogt, a professor of astronomy and astrophysics at the University of California, said, quote, "We're getting closer and closer to finding Earths." Then he went back to arguing with his fellow scientists about whether it would be morally wrong to date an Earth 2 female version of yourself. And finally, law enforcement officials in Hong Kong have discovered that drug smugglers are using printer cartridges to hide their contraband, which might explain why the toner is always out and the twitchy tech guy is never around. Police seized 2 packages declared as computer printer cartridges and found that the carbon strips had been removed and replaced with ketamine, which is the drug also known as Special K. Over the next few days, narcotics officers seized several more cartridges and surmised that they were dealing with 2 separate drug syndicates that were unaware of each other yet had the exact same MO. What are the chances? Trust us, it's a good thing these were seized because if you've ever had to talk your printer out of a K-hole, you know what we mean. It's not fun. And that's the feed. It's more than news. It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Nice. Bending guitar now. They promised me they were never going to mention my K-hole ever again, especially since the shocking incident. But
you just did twice now.
I did actually. Interesting. Is that why you keep sniffing the printer pages when they come right out? So the toner? Smuggling drugs in the printer cartridges. It happened about 10 seconds ago.
Are we talking about your K-hole, Kevin, still?
We're off the K-hole now. We're completely out of and off of the K-hole.
I will decline to answer any questions regarding.
All right, good. Yeah. Very well done, Brendan. Thanks for shocking me, by the way.
You're welcome.
Some things in the world are, by their very existence, crimes against nature, but that doesn't mean somehow that we won't buy them. It doesn't.
No.
It came from eBay is next, and Chris Gore hand selects only the finest discs to go into each and every cup of TV Tuesday.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
We saw you wandering store aisles with money in your pocket, but no idea what to spend it on. Leave those important DV decisions to the expert on DV Tuesday! Hi, Chris.
I'm back.
You're back.
Here I am.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say I missed you, but We got our fill of you last week.
Yeah, I know.
No,
you guys
I'm
are sick of me
kidding.
now.
I know, we're not. But it's good to have you. I feel like
Cool.
you're just part of the team, so.
You know.
I feel silly introducing you.
Yeah,
Everybody knows who you are.
I'm kind of like from the Earth 2, the Green Lantern 2. That's a joke for all the old school comic book nerds out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is DVD Tuesday, and we
Yes,
have a
it
job
is.
to do, don't we?
Yeah, let's talk about
All
it.
right, first up, Seed of Chucky, which actually released last DVD Tuesday, but
Right.
sometimes
We didn't have a chance to talk about
yeah.
it. It's, first of all, it's like a fan put together this disc.
This is the Child's Play
loaded.
series.
Yeah,
right?
loaded with features.
It's that awful doll.
Yeah, it's in the Child's Play series. Of course, Tiffany and Chucky have a baby. And the sex of the child, a little suspect, not quite sure.
But
Is
that's the seed.
That's the seed, yeah. Boy or girl, we don't know. But this disc just has an amazing amount of extras. Jennifer Tilly and the writer-director Don Mancini do this commentary where basically they are just howling, laughing, telling stories. You find out that they were like drinking every night in Romania where they shot this thing, and which is funny because it's set in LA. Just a lot of great stuff on the disc. One of the things I will say about this movie, I didn't see it when it was in its original theatrical release.
Was it even in the theaters?
Well, no, it was in the theaters, but I didn't see it then, so this was my first time seeing it. It's unrated. I will say this, I will never look at a turkey baster the same way ever again.
Oh, God.
I feel like I don't want to elaborate. I'm just going to leave it right there.
I feel like I don't want you to.
Yeah, but it is unrated, loaded, and it's a great disc.
Which is good. I mean, if they're drinking, at least they're having a good time making Seed of Chucky.
Yeah.
So, bottom line?
Bottom line, it's a definite buy.
It's a definite buy.
Yeah,
Who knew
yeah.
Seed of Chucky was
Yeah,
pretty entertaining for
It surprised
DVD?
even me. Surprised
Okay.
even me. Yeah, I dug it.
Moving on, Jaws, the 30th anniversary.
Now, of course, everybody's seen Jaws. I mean, it's
Everybody's
fantastic.
seen Jaws.
Everyone's
Everybody
seen
knows
it.
all the one-liners.
Yeah,
and
it created the summer
Afraid of
blockbuster
Sharks.
in
Yeah.
1976. Here's what's confusing about it. I do need to show you this.
Okay.
There's the 30th anniversary edition, which just came out, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the 25th anniversary edition, which I already have. This is 5 years old, obviously, if you do the math. I
So
asked
what's the
Brendan before,
difference?
he told me. Not a lot of difference. Here's what's funny about it is the 30th anniversary is on 2 discs, right? This
Okay.
is just a single disc.
Yeah.
This one has a documentary that's fantastic, that's 2 hours. This is the same documentary on the 25th anniversary disc, but it's only 1 hour, edited down to 1 hour. The 25th anniversary has a trivia game. This one doesn't. The 25th anniversary has the trailers. The 30th anniversary does not. I don't know.
So
It's
it
bizarre.
sounds like half dozen of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to get everything, I mean, this sounds weird, but you'd have to buy both of these to get everything.
Because they both have good stuff and they don't equally have the same.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of weird. I mean, 5 years difference. But Jaws fans, if you're a Jaws fan, you want both.
Absolutely,
That's the point
absolutely.
we're
And
making.
what's weird too is the menus are exactly the same. So when you go to the menu screen,
Did they forget?
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
You know, we haven't made a Jaws edition in a while. Let's roll something out.
But what's cool about the documentary is they interview Peter Benchlin. He talks about what the title Jaws was supposed to be, and they thought up a million titles: The Stillness of the Water, The Jaws of the Leviathan. And at the last minute, it's 20 minutes before they have to make a decision. What's the title of this book? Jaws.
So it's a buy.
It's a definite buy. In fact, pick up if
Buy
you can
both.
Yeah, you can get the 25th anniversary for about $10 used on
Okay.
Amazon, or you can get the 30th anniversary for $16 brand new. Either one is worth it.
Sounds good. Next, The Sopranos, the complete 5th season.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to diss The Sopranos?
No,
If so,
I'm not.
we're going to have
no,
to box.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not going to diss The Sopranos because
Okay.
it's all about the DVD.
Okay.
You know, there's only commentary on 5 of the episodes, all from the directors.
And how many episodes? I mean, in the 5th season
What are there
altogether?
like 13 or something?
Right. At least 12.
So only 5 of them, less than half, have special features. And one of the lamest things, I went to disc 1, I'm all excited. I click over to special features and it says, sorry, check the other disc for special features. I've never had that happen to me in the history of looking at DVDs where there's no special features. Why even have that button
So
there?
the problem is, it's not that the special features are bad, there just aren't enough.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I mean, like, look, if you don't have HBO, if you really need to see the 5th season again,
Sure.
you know,
Otherwise,
it's worth it.
Otherwise, maybe just a rent.
Otherwise, this is you predicted it. It's like you read minds. I love that. The new
Well, you
hair,
and I, we're like
the new
this.
hair does
We're
that.
like that. You like it?
Yeah, it's like it gives you superpowers.
So you used to have the tallest hair, but I think I got you beat
I know,
today.
I know. Look at that. I dig
Yeah.
it.
Last one, Casino, the 10th anniversary edition. I loved this movie. I was a big fan.
I love the movie too. It's kind of the third in the Scorsese Mafia trilogy.
Sure.
You know, Goodfellas and Mean Streets being the other 2 films.
This is De Niro and Sharon Stone.
De Niro, Sharon Stone in Vegas. I mean, it's My personal problem with this movie, I know this sounds weird, maybe I'll sound like a wimp if I say it, but I'm not a fan of seeing Sharon Stone get beaten for so much of the movie. I mean, she really is abused in this film.
That does make you seem kind of wussy.
It does, I know. I'm not a fan of violence against women but violence against Kevin Pereira with the taser, that's entertainment. I would get that DVD in a second.
Me too. I mean, I'm gonna go kick his ass after the show.
I have to
so what's the
that.
bottom line on Casino 10th anniversary?
Bottom line on Casinos, it's a rent.
It's a rent.
It's a rent. Yeah, there's not enough special features to make it a purchase. I hate even saying that. Scorsese, I love him.
Scorsese, it's
I know.
We want more.
He's the man.
All right, Chris. Well, it was a good day. We got some buys, we got some rents.
Yeah.
We didn't get any toss out the window.
No, not this week. Trying to avoid those.
I'll let you shoot Kevin.
I got to get that taser thing. That was the most entertaining
we'll keep it down.
minutes of television here this week.
Ever.
Love it.
Well,
Love it.
saying a lot. All right. Thank you, Chris.
Appreciate
Again,
it.
see you next week. Visit filmthreat.com or chrisgore.com if you're man enough to see more. Chris. Nonoko, I already told you, Kevin, you'd be back after the break. Don't make me a liar. We have an edition of It Came From eBay guaranteed to reaffirm your lack of faith in humanity. No. And Kevin and Peter want to hear your gadget questions or your comments or whatever, so just call.
This Friday, it's Attack of the Show and Xbox.com's Game with Fame. We'll get a viewer here in studio to play Burnout 3 with the Kaiser Chiefs. So tune in to Attack of the Show June 17th at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. On the next Attack of the Show, we're firing a large potato cannon in our studio. You probably don't need any more incentive to tune in, do you? Plus, are you so lonely that you dream of seeing photorealistic Half-Life 2 characters in your driveway? Good, so are we. And finally, sure you want to watch Batman, but you also want to be Batman. Your pajamas are a dead giveaway. We have a live demo of the Batman Begins game right here. You'll just have to wait 24 hours. All right, we're a little high-tech here on Attack of the Show. We have telephones, which people can dial in and then converse with us.
Technology is your friend.
It is. And it's gone so far that we figured we might as well put it to use here. So that's why we got Andrew on the phone from Charlotte. Are you there, Andrew?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
You doing all right? You enjoying the show thus far?
Yep.
Good to hear. You have a question for Mr. Rojas?
Yeah, I do.
Ask away.
I was wondering, out of all the iPod products out there right now, which one would probably be the best buy?
Well, what's your price range?
Anything.
So
no, money is no object to Andrew.
Okay.
You got to understand this. He rolls hard.
So the next question you have to ask is, how big is your music collection? How much of it do you want to have with you at all times?
Yeah. How much music have you pirated, Andrew?
I'm not a big pirate.
Okay. Oh, good. That's good. See, we like to hear that. We have a legit audience. They like to pay.
Something like the iPod Mini might be good. There's a 4 gigabyte version and a 6 gigabyte version now, and the 4 gig retails for about $200.
Not bad. That's not a problem for Andrew. He makes that every minute. It's totally fine. And now Joshua joins us on the phone. Joshua, you there? Joshua, buddy, you with us?
4 gigabyte version.
One more time. I think I hear him. Joshua, you there?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, you guys good?
Good. We're doing very well. You have a question for
Thanks.
Peter?
Yes. Is the Gizmondo worth buying?
No.
Okay.
That's the easy answer to the question.
Yeah, Joshua, you're in the market for a handheld gaming system or something?
I'm just looking for some.
Yeah.
It's a little overpriced, and it has a bunch of special features that most people don't need, like GPS for navigation, stuff like that.
They're claiming they're going to use that in a game sometime or somehow, but it's not going to catch on here.
It's really not going to be worth the money.
All right, there you go. Stay away from the old Gizmondo. All right. Excellent round of questions there. Now follow me because I think I know where Sarah is. I'm pretty sure.
Where is she?
Over there.
Don't forget, Attack of the Show and Xbox.com's Game with Fame contest is just concluded. And a lucky winner got to play Burnout 3 Takedown with the Kaiser Chiefs. So tune in right here on Friday the 17th to see all the rock stars versus fans gaming excitement. Again, go to Xbox.com for more deets. And be sure to tune in here on the 17th.
Ooh, deets. That's slang. I like it.
Deets.
Now, today's eBay haul is huge. In fact, it's so huge that we're not going to do any goofy intros, Sarah. So
all right.
Let's get to it,
Get
chums.
down to it.
Leroy Jenkins! That was good. You picked up on that. I thought I was going to surprise you with the Leroy, but you were right there.
I'm pretty.
You don't even have to really say it. You just kind of mumble off. All right, let's get to the eBay, because I know you're excited here. First
Super
off,
excited.
we have a Star Wars beer keg hovercraft car. Now, it's retailing for $500 right now, no bids, but there it is. As you can see, it looks like some sort of Jetta or some sort of Volkswagen here. No grill, but that's stylish.
Let's buy it for the show.
We should totally just beat it
Road
up, really.
trip!
Yeah, let's make Brendan drive around town in it and try to pick up chicks.
Let's.
He does let you know, there's a photo of it in hover. Unfortunately, it is digitally modified, Sarah. So the wheels, the car doesn't actually hover, and the kegs are not functional. You cannot fill them with beer while you're driving.
Well, that's a little disappointing, but what do we got to pay for it?
$500. No bids. So you can have it.
Totally.
We can get
worth
Andrew
it.
to buy it for us. He's saving money. All right. Little toast roundup because everybody loves the toast. We'll do this quickly. First off, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes toast.
What?
Yeah, there's a picture of Tom and Katie right there.
You know what?
And
I don't want to see this toast crap anymore.
Why
That's
not?
Tom and Katie. That's somebody pretending.
wow, way to just burst the bubble for all the viewers at home. They were all excited. The Toastmaster spat out
I'm
something.
sorry, Kevin. Does it seem like it's Tom and Katie to you?
It does. How about the Cheney Vader in 08 toast? No? Is that a political party you're going for?
You know, that's just funny.
See, I like this because he inversed it. Not only they toast the image into it, this one they toasted around it.
Uh-huh.
All right, forget it.
No, I like that. How do they do that, you think? Or it's magic, right?
The toaster does it. It's
Right.
a haunted toaster, a malfunction. It's clearly not like a metal plate and a
It's like
blowtorch.
biblical stuff.
They wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
How about the Necronomicon Sketchbook? It's an Evil Dead prop here. $40.
What kind of sketchbook?
It's the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
So there it is. That looks creepy. That's kind of cool, right? There's a good sketchbook for you.
Yeah, I mean, I would totally want to look at that right before bed. You know,
Right, when you're
sipping
doing
on
your diary
some
entries and stuff.
cognac or something.
Some cognac.
I don't actually drink in bed. It's kind of weird.
Did you have a little nip during the commercial break?
I said too much.
Apparently. Moving on. Finally, a converted limo jet. I mean, that's just awesome. Here, let me scroll
That's
down.
pretty
Don't vomit at home.
freaking awesome.
Here it is. It's an actual Learjet that was converted into a limo. Look at the inside of that
Because
bad
I've
boy.
always felt my Learjets were a little cramped.
Right?
You know, it's like I need to stretch out just
Let me
a
ask you
little.
something. The G4 jet, I mean, it needs a nice plasma, right? It could use a wet bar as well.
Absolutely.
They should just buy this one. Because
Yeah.
it makes me feel low
Come on,
rent. showing up
G4,
to
spring
premieres.
for the limo jet.
Finally.
Let's go to G4 in style.
You a fan of the Carl's Jr.? I know you love the big, the
If
spicy,
it doesn't get all
hot.
over the place, it doesn't blow on your face, and Paris is on a car, and psh, that's all
That's
Carl's
funny
Jr.,
because
right?
the two work together actually very nicely. It's a perfect motto for Paris. But now you can make your own commercial at home for $20.50. You all right, Sarah?
No, I'm doing good.
So here it is. It hasn't gone all over her face yet, but it just may when we switch to the night vision filter.
But it will get all over the place.
There's Paris wearing the same outfit that she did in the old commercial.
That's cute.
Posing on the car. $20.
You know,
Come
and
on.
it looks just like her. And
It does, right?
Is it life size? Because that might work.
It's not. It's miniature.
Oh,
but
it's
then,
just-
you
it's
know,
just
it'll make me feel like
Barb-
more of a man.
it's a
so
Barbie
let's not
size.
go there. I need any help I can get.
I like that. You know, I might get that for you. When's your birthday?
That's December 20th.
Okay.
There you
I'll
have it.
keep it in mind.
There you go. The expected is actually usually to be expected, making it not so unexpected.
No,
when
not
it
at all.
came from eBay!
Heard ya. We'll be reading emails and scoping out the IRC chat room after the break, so don't go anywhere. Put your finger on the pulse of our audience, but wash up afterwards, will ya?
Yeah, they're a little dirty. Sorry.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
Today we're gonna party like it's 2004. Yeah!
Yeah!
Well, actually, we're just gonna frag the slow and the weak like it's 2004 in our Attack of the Show limb party. Yeah!
We're going to continue to put some serious mileage on Unreal Tournament 2004, a game that's a nostalgia-driven romp through death matches and headshots. Love it.
Neat.
To register, just go to our website and click on the Join Our LAN Party. That's where you'll get all the details and the links to get started. We'll see you Thursday for the LAN Party. Don't! Kevin, we agreed we weren't going to do
All right,
that.
let's see what's going on.
Put down the
Let's see what's
guns.
going on in the IRC chat room. Anything interesting?
Okay, for the IRC chat room, first question from crazy_pie. Is AOT's planning on getting a MySpace account?
You know, I was thinking about that earlier. Let's do it. Let's get one, and let's see if we can get more friends than Tom. I think we can do it.
17 million?
Well, Tom's
I think we can do
the
it.
friend of every single person on MySpace by default, right?
It's okay because some people do remove him. I don't know. If it's a personal thing, but
Yeah, all right, let's
yeah,
do it.
Let's do it. We will have it.
Become our
We'll
friends.
set it up.
It'll be great.
We'll announce it tomorrow.
Next one from Reflection. Do you think the PSP will ever encroach on the iPod market? I bet Peter can answer this one.
It might a little bit, but I don't think it's going to overtake the iPod. It's just not a good enough of a dedicated music device.
Absolutely.
Yeah? One or the other?
Yeah, especially without the storage. You know,
it's also
2 gig
too
sticks
big.
are expensive. It is too big.
Would you have the same answer if someone had a gun to your head, Peter?
Sorry.
All right, Bizaronic asks, is Apple going to start making consoles?
No, that's another easy question.
Yeah, I don't.
How do you know? Do you have insider information?
Well, I do have a little bit of an inside line on this kind of stuff, but
Tell us more.
Well, there's just really no good reason for them to do it.
Apple calls you and they're like, hey, by the way, we're not making consoles, just so you know. That's really not a cool rumor, but fair enough.
Not cool, man.
That's it. End of the show.
Thanks to our guests, Chris Gore and Tom.
Yes.
See you tomorrow, default friends. You are the default.
Oh, we are. We're all friends.
You're our friend,
here.
too.
All friends here.
Attack of the Show wardrobe provided by Jinx.